Hello, in this video I'll be running the print jobs awaiting allocation list report. This report is available in Redthorn SP and the full system, and it's in the stock allocation general reports. So this is a report that you would use to just produce lists of materials awaiting allocation or jobs which require materials, and there's various parameters you can use to do this. So you can show your live jobs only, you show all jobs cancelled and completed. So cancelled and completed is an interesting one. So you may have a number of completed jobs in the factory where the discipline's not been followed, the materials have not been allocated, and you might want to go through and retrospectively allocate those materials because you know they've been allocated to the job because the job's been completed. Likewise, you might want to have a look at cancelled jobs to see if there's materials need to be taken off allocation, or you might want to do a combination. I'm just going to look at live jobs, so I'm going to run it as if to say I'm looking for a list of jobs which have allocations. You can run it by unit of measure and unit of purchase. Obviously, unit of purchase if you're using this to help with purchasing. So it's a bit of a backup to the material requirement report, and you do that for ones awaiting allocation on the next drop down, and you can, as you can see, you can run this by allocated, awaiting and allocated, and awaiting allocation. So you can use it to see what's have been allocated, what's still due to be allocated. I'll run it for allocate. I'll run it for both because then it'll show the data for both. I can do it from a range of material codes, or I can do it from a range of job. This data set isn't too big, so I'll run it for the whole lot. So I've done live jobs only by unit of measure and everything that's waiting to be allocated and has been allocated for live jobs. And run the report. And there we go. Full list of jobs and a full list of the materials that have been allocated, quantity allocated, and are awaiting allocation. So if I close that down again and I run it now for the job I have been recently working on, which is 200725, and just do it for that one job. You'll see there's the material I have allocated to that job, and there's nothing left awaiting allocation, which fits with the previous videos where I've been working on 725. So in summary, this report is very useful for having a view on what materials are required for allocation, and also what has been allocated and therefore is out on the shop floor, or for tracking completed jobs where the discipline's not been followed and materials haven't been allocated. So you can use this to do clean-up operations on material allocations.